To get started, before we go into the very first actual exercise with the health wands that I like to teach, let's establish a triangle. So this is a front down position, and what I want to talk to you about today is the position of the elbows and the wrists, because when you study the historical text and you look at the nuances that the elders had figured out over, literally thousands of years of evolution, they were important. And we don't want to lose sight of those details, the precision of the movement. That's what we're after at the Lean Berets. Okay, so when I look down, I want to see a straight lever here down both arms instead of having the elbows bent. It's very common when we start teaching wands that people don't feel that. The wand helps us kind of feel our way through certain movements, so it's very educational as well. So I'm going to straighten my arms. I don't need to be rigid and completely hard locked, but it should be kind of like a soft lock. And then I want to look at my wrist, and I don't want them bent this way or this way. I want them flat on the back. Okay, so I'm going to be on the ends of the wand. This is a 4-foot wand. I'm going to go down. Both shoulder blades should be settled, and so I don't want the shoulders up. They're going to be settled. I'll move my head and neck here to relax. I'm looking down my right arm. It's straight. The wrist is flat. I'm looking down my left arm. It's straight. The wrist is flat. And now I'm in the right position to start the very first drill. So the idea is to establish, basically a good neutral line here on these three sides of the triangle, upright posture, and now I'm ready to start taking the wand up. And as I move into that very first drill that I'll be teaching in a moment, I want to preserve the triangle. So oftentimes when people are learning the wands, they start raising the wand up and it looks like this. And they get the elbows bent, or something's off in the lines, the wrists start bending and the shoulders roll forward. Let's look at that from the side. And this is a nice standalone drill just to kind of learn the importance of the wrist position. So if I ask most people to put the wand behind their neck, they will bend the wrist right away and it'll be resting here. But look at the angle of that. So watch what happens to my actual shoulder blades as I straighten the wand or the wrist. I roll my wrist forward and my shoulders roll back the opposite direction. So as I roll my wrist forward, my shoulders roll back. They go in the opposite directions. I'll turn around, hopefully you can see this. And even that has been a nice awareness drill, because one of the things, again, that the wand helps us do is be aware of our bodies, be aware of the position. It's a very nice educational tool. So that's how to establish a triangle, how to pay attention to the angles of the elbows and also the wrist and how they affect the rest of the body. And it's going to be very important to get the most out of the wand, that you pay attention, especially those two details, and just maintain a nice upright posture, at least in some of these introductory exercises.